I don't feel like it's been that long, but man, I'm riding the struggle bus. That last 72-hour fast I did not seem this tough.
I don't want to die anytime soon. Got to do something about this. I did something. I finally did something. Now I think I'm gonna live. Wake up!
Hey everybody, Aaron from the Kilby Life. It is Friday, March 29th, and I have a doctor's appointment this Monday in the morning, and I'm pretty much sure that I am scheduled to do some blood work. And I thought that I might do an experiment. I might go in to the blood work with a 72-hour fast. And that's something I wouldn't have done before this because I just wanted to do what I was doing. Do like this simple, make sure I was fasting 14 hours and then go in there, get my blood work, just see what it is. But now I feel like I know enough about blood work, lipid panels, glucose, that I'm ready to experiment a little bit. And I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen, but I assume my glucose will be lower than typical. I should have ketones. We'll see about that. So my goal is I'm gonna take my blood sugar and, well, I only have 2 strips left. I have ketone meter and glucose thing, so I better order some of these ASAP. And then just see where I'm at. I just worked out, so there's that. And then I'm gonna eat a good meal. And then I'm gonna be on a 72-hour fast. So when I get my blood done, it'll be about 71 hours, but that's all right. I mean, that's plenty of time. And then I realized, I had this in the back of my mind, and I realized today's Good Friday, so happy Good Friday. And it's good because what happens on Sunday, right? And so I'm gonna fast this weekend. I got my son's 9th birthday on Easter, and he's getting baptized. There's a lot of cool stuff happening, and I'm not gonna eat. Well, that's all right. I didn't realize that, you know, hey, I'm gonna do it for essentially Easter, 3 days without food. I'm fasting for health and for an experiment, but fasting for me is a religious practice also, because when I'm hungry, it just cues me up to think about what I'm thankful for, to remind me to pray for the people around me. Yeah, sometimes it's a constant reminder and it can get tough. Let's see if I can actually do this, because I'm notoriously bad checking these things and making myself bleed. What one's this? Where's my glasses? Blood glucose. Also, for the Kilby Life channel memberships, we put that up, and I've been switching around, like, hey, channel memberships to help support the channel. There's like a lot of different options, but I just saw that they came out with a new thing on YouTube where I can upload members only shorts, which are much easy for me to do. Like, I'm not saying I would do it every day, but if a thought for a community, or an encouragement, an encouraging word, or just something, I could load those up there and people can watch them. But like for members, obviously I could put some of that up for other people. Ooh, perfecto. Let's not get it all so I can use it with the next one. You seen it here first, last. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Oh, it's ketone. I thought it was a glucose one. I can't see. So I haven't ate since 6:30 last night. No ketones. Well, let's try the glucose. I used to have, 2 years ago, I used to have glucose that was like 111, 120s, 130s in the mornings. Oh, now it says glucose. Well, that makes perfect sense. Yay. 80. I mean, are you kidding? I literally went for a walk and did a bunch of sprints and just pumped some iron. Look at that. Boom. 80. I'm a little bit thankful, but I'm starting to feel some anger in the back of my mind about my doctor just wanted to put me on metformin 2 years ago, because metformin wouldn't have done that. It would have just made me fatter. That might sound a little harsh, but that insulin would have just made me fatter, and I would have not had 80 on my glucose. Now we'll see what happens this week. My hypothesis could be wrong, and I could be making a huge mistake and failing at the moment, but that's life. and I'm okay with that. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I need to hop on here and get some more of these test strips because I don't have any more ketone strips. I have another thing for glucose. This is what I bought 2 years ago. This Rely On Premier Blue from Walmart. And then I got the Keto Mojo thing. I think I have a link or affiliate link for this. I mean, if you buy one through our link, I'll get 20 cents, but 20 cents 2 million times is probably not enough with 8 kids. All right, I think I'm funny. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna eat a good meal. Well, I made it to today. Good job, Aaron. I ended up eating 2 pounds of beef ground chuck that I ground myself yesterday morning, and I actually had to choke it down because my ghrelin levels wanted me to stop eating. And then last night, I started feeling hungry. I'm like, man, I was having like actual stomach was growling and everything. Me and my wife were watching a show last night. Well, Top Chef, that doesn't help anything. It was about food, and then she was munching on some pork rinds, and I was just having these moments of weakness where I was like, I'm hungry. And man, I just kind of want to not do this. Why am I doing this? Because man, food sounds good. A nice steak sounds good. Like, why am I making myself suffer for no reason? And I was just thinking about how it was Good Friday again, and like I didn't have to hang on a cross. I didn't have to do anything like that. I was just skipping a meal. And I was like, all right, time to go to bed. And I woke up and I feel fine. I'm a little hungry, and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do today? Well, not eat. There's that. And that's sad, but okay. I can see better today. Let's try my blood glucose, which I have no idea where it's gonna be. I was happy with that 80 yesterday. Very happy. All right, let's do the stab. Stab yourself better, dude. I have all these calluses on my fingers from working and playing guitar. Stab! Oh yeah, that one felt painful. Yeah, put that in there backwards. See what she says. So 90. My glucose is 90, and I've had no food. So thank you for that. I wonder if it's less depleted because I didn't work out this morning. It's my day off. All right, ketones, let's do this. I have to stab myself again. No, I did it. Yes, no more stabbings. 0.6. So not a lot of ketones, but it's on the upswing. All right, well, yeah. I ordered some more strips. They were way more expensive than I was expecting, but this is what I do for science in my YouTube channel. I bite the bullet and I spend every penny I've ever earned. But it's nice to know that if you're out and you order them through Amazon, they'll be at your house the same day. Fancy new world we live here. Yeah, I have found on other fasts, which I've only done one other 3-day fast, but like at the beginning, it was the hardest part, like the first day. We'll see how today turns out. I got a lot of ideas and plans of things to do today, mostly cleaning, fixing stuff, and just kind of putting around the house and getting ready for Easter tomorrow. And then we're having people over because we're having a birthday party. And I'm cooking some steaks for my father-in-law and my wife. I have these giant ribeyes that I don't get to eat. It's okay. I've had a lot of ribeyes, but also I've not had enough ribeyes. All right, we'll see if I have any more feelings. I'll come out here and chat. See you later. Yeah, so how long have I been fasting? I don't feel like it's been that long, but man, I'm riding the struggle bus. That last 72-hour fast I did not seem this tough. Let's see. Well, I'm 34 hours in with 37 more hours to go. Yeah, I've been really considering just breaking my fast tomorrow because I just don't feel that great. I'm tired and I'm just so hungry for some reason. Just feel hungry. I mean, I had that rough week at work where I just did so much physical labor. So yeah, and then I was prepping steaks for tomorrow for my father-in-law because they're coming over for dinner for the kid's birthday. And I'm like, am I really just gonna sit there and like not eat anything? just so I can stick it to my doctor or mess with my labs. I'm not sure if that's wise. And then the prospect of giving up and eating tomorrow, even if it's just some broth, or it just makes me feel happy. So I don't know. I wasn't expecting to be struggling, because last time I felt like I was crushing it. All right, let's see where we're at. Ketones, 1.3. Yeah, so yeah, I'm getting some ketones going. I'm also getting shaky. So there's that. See where my glucose is at. Without poking myself again. Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. Yes. The suspense. 80. I mean, 80, then 90, then 80 again. I feel like, I want to say I'm 100% metabolically healthy. How would I even know? But compared to how I used to be, eating the carnivore diet is like literally changed my life. And I don't know if I'm gonna break the fast tomorrow or not. Like I'm one of those people, like when I make a challenge, I do not like failing. But if I decide not to, because how I feel tomorrow, I don't have to call it a fail. It was just a learning experience. And now I'm giving myself that out. But I need to be able to give myself an out, just in case, because I feel a little shaky. My blood sugar's fine. I just feel hungry. And it's like, what did I just drink? I drank wide mouth mason jars full. I just had 2 full ones. Like not like back to back, but fairly close, and just lots of water. And I did have another one earlier with some electrolytes, and I could actually feel like the raw and flavored stuff. I could actually feel it in my body. It was like I started like tingling and stuff. But I don't want to fail, but I might fail. But I might just rally tomorrow and just feel great. And honestly, thinking that I might fail and giving myself the option to give up makes me feel better. I was talking to Beth about it, and my wife, and she's like, if you just don't feel good, like eat. I'm like, well, yeah, you're on my side. You're on my team. You are nice to me. I'm finding, as a person that doesn't rest that well, fasting like this is putting me in the mood to relax and in the mindset to relax. But man, those ribeyes look so good. So good. Very good. All right, I'll come out here in the morning, Easter morning, and we will check my sugars and my ketones again and see where I'm at and how I'm feeling. And yeah, Resurrection Sunday, best day of the year. And my son's gonna baptize tomorrow, so it's gonna be pretty sweet. All right, I'll see you in the morning. I'm not quitting tonight, that's for sure, unless my wife makes me. No, not quitting. She can't beat me up. Good morning and happy Resurrection Day. I made it through the night and slept pretty good. I mean, I don't sleep that much. It's like my body's ready to go way earlier than I want it to, especially on my days off. My wife, however, is not doing that well. She was up 4 in the morning, and before that said her throat was not feeling well, and that her stomach was not feeling well at 4 in the morning. I'm like, man, I think I might not be feeling well also, and that's kind of maybe why I was feeling shaky and stuff. And I'm feeling a little bit in my throat this morning, but I also got to realize that I'm a man, and I get sick because other people are sick. So my glucose is at 74. See that? Yeah, I feel a little less hungry. I'm gonna assume my ketones are higher because I feel all right energetically. Did I just mess this thing up? Probably. Checking the ketones. 1.4. So nothing crazy, but doing all right. Yeah, these are. I definitely feel like I'm getting a little cold. Not just a man cold, but I'm okay. Like I was saying last night, this is where I start like wrestling with what I should do and not do, and am I just being, a wuss for, giving up if I give up, or, stop my challenge. I wish I was nicer to myself. And my wife said something to me yesterday. She said, I was like, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this, I'm thinking this, I'm thinking this. And she's like, you're not very nice to yourself, are you? Like, your inner dialogue is not nice to you. And I'm like, you're right. Yeah, most of the voices in my head are not nice to me. I am hard on myself. I'm critical of myself. And sometimes it is like just a motivation and just a fire in me. And other times it's like, just makes me want to give up. So I got to work on that inner dialogue. I've already lost 5 pounds in 2 days fasting. So, and when I say lost 2 pounds, I mean, yeah, take that for whatever that is. But I have not pooped. There's no poop. Let's see my fasting. I've been fasting for 46 hours so far. And I could go till tomorrow. That's how I feel right now, but is it necessary? And will it serve me and my family well, if I get sick? And I'm wondering if, not feeding my body might not help my sickness or my illness. I'm hoping it just goes away, because it often just goes away. You just feel a little sick and then you make it. But I have tough work week. I have tomorrow, the whole next week there's a lot on my shoulders. There's a lot for me to do. On top of that doctor's appointment that I don't want to go to, it's pretty much pointless, because my doctor just thinks I'm going to die because of my cholesterol. But I'm way more metabolically healthy than I was before. And I was checking my blood pressure yesterday, and I got a 151/90, and I was like, crap, what the heck? Then I checked it later, and it was like 120/80. I'm like, I just start getting that horrible inner dialogue going when it comes to the doctor, just because my experience. And then I hear over and over people messaging me saying, if you're not sick, don't go to the doctor. If you're not sick, don't go to the doctor. Well, I was sick, and I went to the doctor, and they didn't do anything but want to give me medication. So I've been working on it myself, and I've been using the doctor to serve me, to help me give me the information that I want or I'm looking for. And some of these tough challenges with tough conversations with my doctor is actually helping me grow, because it makes me irritated, pisses me right off. Can you say that on Easter? But it has helped me grow through that, instead of like shrinking back and just trying to keep the peace. It's like, Aaron, you're a big guy. Why did you shrink back and try to keep the peace? Because I'm so big that no one would fight me. They would just shoot me. All right, well, we'll see if I eat or not, because I'm not sure at this point. I have tons of homemade broth that I could sip on, or I'm not sure. Sorry, I wish I was sure. But later me will be sure. Maybe not. See you later. What a great day turned out to be. I ended up getting off here and then waiting until I hit my 48-hour mark and just called my fast. And I just had 4 eggs, just fried in some tallow. They were the best eggs I ever ate them. And then for lunch, I had some little lamb meatballs that I had in the freezer in some chicken stock. And then I put 4 more fried eggs in it. So, because I was like, I need some food. I was like, I needed food. Food sounded good. And I went to church, and it was a good day, good celebration. Got to baptize my son. And I felt good. I felt good. I like fasting. Even though I don't feel like this fast went as well as other ones, but it's a good reminder to be appreciative of so many things in my life. Food's one of them. For dinner I had like a 1 pound ribeye, and that was at 6, so it's 8:22. A couple hours ago. That might not be enough blood for 2. Let's see where we're at. This is my ketones, but I have 8 today, so see what happened. Focus. Yep, ketones back down. 0.3. I don't know, from my standpoint, I feel like I'm just way more metabolically healthy. And you would think, being on a carnivore diet, that I would be in ketosis all the time, but I'm not. I'm quite adapted, after being on it for 2 years. 79 blood sugar. I wish it would just focus on this, but there we go. I mean, my glucose is great. It's funny because I'll go to the doctor tomorrow and they'll take my glucose, and it'll probably be 1 something somehow. And I think the last time was like 114 or 111. And then they'll be like, it's like my A1C 5.7. I'm like, how is it at that level? Because it's not that level when I check. And obviously I've been fasting, but like I just ate a ribeye. There's a lot of fat on that, so like my blood sugars aren't that high. So I've heard that there's a potential that if you go on a carnivore diet, your blood platelets essentially live longer than someone that's eating carbs and sugars, and so there's a propensity for your A1C to actually tick a little bit higher because of the standard and scale that they uses essentially a calculation that's from people that have carbs, if that makes sense. So it's not an accurate, did I say do carbs? Like drugs, man. It's like, you do carbs. I do not do carbs. But part of me is, again, just thinking fasting is a good tool. It's a good reminder. I don't think it's necessary for me unless I feel like it's necessary. And for me, this time, I learned that they're different. Not all fasts are going to be the same. Not all fasts will be the same. I'm also reminded of years and years ago, as a spiritual exercise 20 years ago, I used to fast every Tuesday for a while. And I just remember like waking up first thing in the morning, hopping in my car and going straight to McDonald's and eating. Because I was like, went a whole day without eating. And I feel at that point it kind of gave me a bend towards food that got me in trouble. I think now I'm looking at food like, no, I just want to eat a nice steak, some eggs, that chicken broth, that lamb. It was, all those foods are like, those are the foods that I want to eat. I had a few pork rinds right before church, but man, yeah, I'm thankful to be metabolically healthy and not diabetic anymore. Now, if my doctor says I'm diabetic again, or pre-diabetic, because it's always at 5.7, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. There's something off here. I'm fine. I'm going to live until the day God calls me home. All right. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully I didn't disappoint you guys too bad. Tell me some of your journeys when it comes to fasting, like success stories, or some of your failures, some of the rough times you've had, your experiences, because I feel like I should say I'm sorry for failing, but I'm really not sorry, because 48 hours is a good fast. It's a good fast. There's nothing wrong with it. And I called it because I felt like it was time. Cool. All right. Well, Kilby out. We're sitting around the table and everyone's having cake and ice cream except for Dad. Everyone. I had some raspberry salt element in a glass. Got to stay hydrated, bro.